In today's video, I'm going to talk about, is the AI boom a bubble that's ready to burst like a bomb? Or are we really entering a new golden era similar or even better than the dot-com boom? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and answer that question for you, because I think if we've got a little bit of clarity moving forward of what could potentially happen, it's really going to help protect our investments and ultimately grow them. So let's get in with it. So ever since ChatGPT launched a couple of years ago, AI has hit the mainstream hard. Billions of dollars have been flowing into AI stocks because there's been all sorts of new startups. You know, ChatGPT is now a Goliath. Obviously, you've got NVIDIA with all of the chips they're making. And there's a whole host of other companies that are absolutely crushing it. And rightly so. Billions upon billions of dollars are flowing into the AI industry. But is the question, we need to answer is the AI boom ready? Is it just like a fake boom ready to pop like the beginning of the dot-com era? Or, is it just going to be up and up from here? Well, to answer that question, we need to look back at history. Obviously, when the internet first launched, it just got people so excited. New startups were starting, companies were floating, and billions of dollars were flowing into companies. But the reason why the dot-com boom happened was because a lot of the money flowing into these companies just had no value. Investors were plowing millions, if not billions of dollars into companies that just weren't generating revenue. And ultimately, when you're just plowing, money into a company that's just not returning profit, eventually the money has to stop, you let it go, and it goes bust. And ultimately, there was too much money flowing into companies that just had no value. Just because it was new and exciting, investors were just throwing money without really thinking what they're investing in. And that's really what happened with the dot-com boom. So are we going to see a rerun of something similar happening with AI? And I think ultimately we have to expect some kind of, I'm not saying we're going to see a similar thing to the dot-com bust, but, because people are so excited about AI, and I think AI could be bigger than the dot-com boom. There's going to be all of these new startups trying to cash in on the industry, and ultimately there's going to be a lot of companies that get major investment that never make it. In fact, they might not even make any profit. So I think at some point in the future, I don't know when it is, I think we're going to see there's going to be some kind of pullback, at least, if not some kind of pop. We have to kind of expect it, because a lot of the companies that are entering AI just aren't going to make it for whatever reason. It's just the nature of the beast. So a lot of new companies, new startups entering the space are going to pop. So if at some point in the future, probably nearer future, there's going to be some kind of pop. But how can we sort of navigate this pop and invest in companies that give us the best chance of making insane gains? For that, we really need to see where AI is going. And I think really one of the smartest AI plays you can make is really investing in infrastructure, AI data centers, to put my teeth back in, AI data centers, and the upcoming AI robotics industry, which according to Morgan Stanley is going to be $24 trillion industry. And the catalyst for that, because I've said it a lot, I've created quite a few videos about this, is that Tesla's AI Optimus humanoid robot is probably going to be the catalyst for the industry to explode, because there's been so much hype around it. And I think when that happens, it's going to kickstart the AI robotics industry in a big way. Billions of, if not trillions of dollars are going to flow into the industry. A lot of the companies, some of the companies are going to make it and make fortunes, but a lot of them are going going to slip away. But basically, what we really need to know is where AI is going. And there's always going to be winners and losers in any new industry. But I think really, if you want to play it really safe, you probably want to go for the big players. Taiwan Semiconductors, the chip maker NVIDIA, MP Materials, which create specialized metals that then create very powerful magnets for the AI robotics industry, motors, solenoids. And so I'm talking about the big established companies, the Amazons. Now, you're not going to make, sort of like big 3-4 figure gains of companies like that. Maybe the smaller ones like MP Materials. I think Taiwan Semiconductors got some good growth, but they're going to be sort of nice, large, sleep well at night. You're going to get you'll get some reasonable growth off those over the next couple of years, but nothing crazy. But basically, if we want to try and get the big gains, we probably need to look at the layer of companies under that. They're going to sort of very similar to the likes of NVIDIA, Taiwan Semiconductors, but offer something more. And I think probably the really big opportunity is looking at AI data centers. The energy supplier, now the natural gas industry. Natural gas is going to be key to supplying energy to AI data centers because the green energy just isn't going to cut it. For example, in the US, basically America is sitting on massive natural gas reserves. So basically investing in strong energy companies like natural gas companies is a smart play. Specialized server makers that are going to hold the NVIDIA chips, and then, looking beyond that, let's look at the AI robotics industry because AI is going physical in the next year. So basically from that, obviously we've got the Teslas, but we've got other companies like Symbotic who are already successful in the AI robotics industry. They supply warehouses and distribution centers with plug-and-play AI robots that sort of run on rails like Lego blocks. So basically, what we need to do is we need to look for the most valuable companies. Chip makers, AI data center makers, energy suppliers, material suppliers, companies that are supplying tech, such as ON Semiconductors. They're supplying Tesla with the vision software for the Optimus AI robot. And then under that, once they grow, we're looking for companies to offer the smaller companies coming up, offering similar technology but better. So to wrap this up, we're probably, whilst AI, is exploding at the moment, a lot of the companies are going to make it, and there could be some kind of bust in the future just because investors just put their money in companies that have no value, such as the useless software companies, or sort of, maybe sort of unrealistic robotic companies, building an AI humanoid robot that just doesn't really serve a specific purpose. Just look for the companies that have real value, invest in the big companies and look for the smaller companies coming through that offer a similar solution, but maybe better and cheaper. And if you do that, you will win. And obviously, if there is a big bust, don't panic, because when there's a bust, there's going to be a boom. I think the key thing to remember is AI is here to stay. It might go through regulation, it might go through changes, but AI is going to be a key piece of technology of the future. I think it's going to be the biggest piece of technology moving forward, and such is going to be a multi-trillion dollar industry. So my advice is expect booms and busts. A lot of companies are going to make it, but if you invest smart, you will do well. So I hope you got value from this video. I've got two pieces I've got 2 resources for you that will help you navigate the AI industry. I've got a free download. It's called the AI Stock One-Page Brief. It will bring you up to speed with the AI industry in 2 minutes or less, because it's just one PDF page. And also give away 3 of my favourite AI stocks in that as well. So if you want that, leave that in the comment description below. Just click the link and you'll be taken to a place where you can download that onto your phone or computer. Second thing is my favourite AI stock pick and research service and near future report. It's my favourite service, been a member from 2022. And I absolutely love the service. So if you're looking for top-notch AI stock research and new opportunities from an absolute legend who's Jeff Brown, he knows the industry probably better than anyone, I'd highly recommend you join the Near Future Report and get monthly research and AI stock picks delivered to your phone or your computer. So if you want to join that and check that out, I'll leave a link in the comments and description below. Anyway, that is what I've got for you. I hope you found the video useful and informative, and I'll speak to you soon.